The number one way to make sure that we fail at macros is to look for recipes every week. My name is Caroline Drury. I'm a fitness coach, an entrepreneur, an athlete, and co-founder of MacroPath. We are building MacroPath to satisfy one problem. Just tell me what to eat for my macros. Because I will not believe that if you are watching this, that you are not intelligent enough to figure out actually how to build meals. I didn't say recipes, how to build meals for your macros. You are just overloaded. You have 18,000 other decisions you need to make. You've got a family, you've got kids, you might have aging parents, you have a job. Life is full, and prepping all these meals for your macros is just not sustainable the way that we're taught to do it, which is to look for recipes. With MacroPath, you are going to get your macros set for you for your goal, and then you're going to get told what to eat for that goal, but not in recipes. You are going to see meals that have 4 components: a protein, a starchy carb, a vegetable or a fruit, and then a fat source. What does this look like in real life? Well, you are in luck, because today I'm going to take you on a tour of my fridge. I have been meal prepping like this for years. My husband does it, a lot of my family does it now, and all my clients have done it, and this is the number one way to make sure that you succeed. It is sustainable. The meals are simple, so they are repeatable, they are easily packed, they are easily frozen, so you can do them in bulk. Simple macro-based meals and meal prepping in batches is the number one way to make sure that you reach your fitness goals. So enough chit chat. Let me show you my fridge. Opening up, I'm going to give you a full wide view of the fridge. There we go. This is, actually, I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow, so it's looking a little dry in some places. You can see that the vegetable container at the very bottom is empty. I only buy for each week what I need because I do freeze a lot. Now we're going to start with proteins. You want to have on hand a couple proteins at a time. Chicken breast, which is a lean protein. We always keep non-fat Greek yogurt here as well. This is another lean protein. Egg white. Then you're going to want to have one fattier source, maybe 2 fattier sources of protein. Here, because my husband really likes beef, we've got ground beef, and this is actually a slow-cooked roast, so it's shredded. So here's the fattier meat, and then eggs, of course. Eggs are a wonderful source of protein, a little bit of protein with some fat. I usually combine egg whites with eggs, and there you go. So you're going to want to keep a few different levels of fat protein sources in your fridge. Now let's go to starchy carbohydrates. White rice is one of the most magical forms of starchy carbohydrates because it's so easy to prepare in a rice cooker and it's so easy to digest. If you are an athlete, you got fitness goals, do not be so worried about eating a little bit of white rice every day. I have it every single day. And then this is one of my favorite sources of starchy carbohydrates because it takes no preparation: legumes. I'm a fan of black bean. And so here we've got 2 sources of starchy white rice, legumes. In my freezer, I always keep frozen bagels. So these are cut in half just because they stay fresher. I've got also some banana bread that we made, and then we've also got muffins. So we made these muffins, and I keep them frozen so that they actually seem a lot fresher. So those are the carbohydrate sources, of starchy carbohydrate sources. Now, fruits and veggies, super important. I actually buy a lot of frozen veggies, but I do, of course, always keep lettuce in the fridge. We've got some, the broccolini. Again, I'm running a little low on veggies. I got a grocery shop tomorrow. 1 tomato left. That was full of tomatoes. Here's some red onion. So salad components. And then I will bulk meal prep a number of these fruit smoothies. This is just banana, frozen blueberries, and some walnuts for fat, and water. I don't like the milk stuff in there. So I will make, as you can see, there's 2 there. And then I'll actually make like 5 or 6 at a time. And I've got a couple more in here. I'll meal prep some more tomorrow. But that's the fruits and veggies. And we've got some frozen peas, and got some frozen broccoli and things like that downstairs. So that's the fruits and veggies. Now fats. You want to eat your fats. So I always keep avocado in the fridge. Again, eggs are a really good source of fat. Again, the fattier beef or fattier meats, you're going to get obviously some protein with this too. But I also keep nuts. around. So we've got some walnuts and then pecans at the top. This is really all you need to have in your fridge to make hundreds of different meals. So it doesn't have to be complicated. When you come into MacroPath, and you will see the meals, you're gonna have 4 components. So you might have a meal like chicken breast with white rice with some avocado on top, because you're getting your protein and a tiny bit of fat, but then you're getting also your carbohydrates. You might have some broccolini on the side or some green peas, and then avocado for fats. Super, super, super simple. Because I've meal prepped these and they're all seasoned and things like that, this is my sauce selection. I'll usually just drizzle some hot sauce on it afterwards. So you can actually see here is one of my prepared meals. You can see there's broccoli, white rice, ground chicken, and then I throw some avocado on the top, a little bit of hot sauce. Boom, boom. I hope that was helpful to see, because I'm not building MacroPath with my incredible partner, Megan, to get you to do something that we aren't doing ourselves. This is how I eat, how my family eats, how Megan, my business partner and co-founder of MacroPath, how her and her family eats. And this is how we stay sustainable with our macros and our results over a long period of time. So I hope this excites you about MacroPath and how simple it's going to be. It's going to remove so many decisions. It's going to remove hours every week in the kitchen, meal prepping, grocery shopping, all that stuff. Because we are so committed to figuring out how to help you be adherent and stay on your macros for as long as you can, because that's where you get real results. Anything else you want to know about MacroPath, put it in the comments below. Send us an email, find us on Instagram, all the things, all the places. We can't wait to show you what we've been building over these last 6 months. And as always, if there's anything we can do to help, you just let us know. Now I'm going to go eat.